Hello everybody, you're here with Claudia Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today is going to be a full face with Patrick Ta. I got a lot of product from this Sephora sale that is currently available, and so today I want to apply them all. I have the eyeshadow palette. I have two of his blushes, although I already tried one, and I'll link it down below where I have the pink one, the one that says she's a doll. So I can link that. You can see how that looks. It's a very pinky one. I have a gloss. I have the eyebrow gel, and I think that's it from him. You know, I don't know if he has lipsticks, but see, this is what I mean. That I don't like, that I have a hard time opening these blushes. And I don't like that. All right, so I opened it. So this is, she's a doll. Lovely, lovely, lovely color. It looks a lot more intimidating in the pan, but once you apply it, it looks wonderful. It looks delicious. It looks natural. So if you want to see how this one looks, you can go and check the other video. So anyhow, if you want to see a full face with Patrick Ta and the products I just mentioned, please keep on watching. Now, the first thing of business is please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. The second business at hand is that I'm trying to get to the 1,000 subscribers, which I'm this close. I think I need 6 more. And most important, Monday is my 50th birthday. Yes, I keep repeating. Thank you so much for everybody that is already congratulating me and giving me all your, sharing with me your experiences with 50, which is a little scary. And I appreciate that. And because of that, I want to do a giveaway. And the giveaway is when I reach the 11 subscribers mark. So if you want to check all the details on that, it will be in the same link video down below, the same one that this blush is on my face. Anyhow, so let's begin. So what do I have here? The ones that we actually gonna try. Here we go. I'm gonna suffer opening this thing. Wasn't that bad this time. So one thing to keep in mind is this part. See, you have to hold it in. It doesn't open the other way. I don't know. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but they're hard to open for me. So this is the blush we're going to be trying. I'm a little intimidated because it looks very brown. But if you saw my other video, I've been in all this brown sort of think blushes. I'm not going to pull all the ones that I got. But so this terracotta brown, whatever. So we're gonna try this blush. I don't have any bronzer. I usually like to put the bronzer before we start, especially if we don't have a bronzer. But because this is so brown, I wanted you to see it from scratch. And then of course, this beautiful baby of an eyeshadow. Now, you see my fingerprint there? Yes. In my Sephora haul, you can see it without fingerprints. If you wanted to see how beautiful it looked before being touched. So this is the palette. Now this is the second one that he comes out, to my understanding. It's Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2. So yeah, it's sort of a mirror top, and it gets very, very dirty. I love the reflective, I love the rose gold that all came, but look, I just cleaned them, and just by opening them, I don't know if you can tell how dirty it got. So immediately, your prints are all over. Anyhow, I opened it this morning and I swatched it before we started the video. So I have here the swatches, and I was very surprised at how creamy all the shades in the eyeshadow palette perform. So this is the Major Dimension 2. Now I didn't get the 1 because it's more in the neutral browns. And, but this one caught my attention because it has a little bit of rose added, I guess, to a neutral tones. So obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the mattes. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those are the shimmers. Now, not only was I surprised of how creamy they feel, even these ones, but how much more subtle they look than in the pan. So I'm really looking forward to this. Now, the two creamy are these two. See, this palette has these two under a little cover. Those two are creamy. And so, see how these ones look dark and intimidated? Not at all. I mean, these two are the creamy. This is dark enough in the sort of metallic shimmer, but look how beautiful these are. And look at this. That is just... So I'm very looking forward to it. So let's begin. Let's see. I was going to start with the blush, but no. What do I have on my face? I apply some Charlotte Tilbury corrector, which love it, love it, love it. You know, I use it usually instead of concealer, or sometimes I add concealer on top. But that corrects quite a bit. I even put it right here for my redness. And so I love that product. Love, love, love. And then I use my beloved Clé de Peau Cream to Powder foundation, which, by the way, they have a sale going on right now. But unfortunately, most of the shades, they're out of stock. So if you want this, you have to go through another avenue. Maybe Neiman Marcus has it. I mean, everybody that has Clé de Peau has it. But obviously directly from Clé de Peau with the sale, no. Although it could be a good time to get the actual, the foundation. That one is pretty good. I've been considering getting it, but it's $250. With the sale would be $220. I'm thinking about it. But this one, really recommend it. I really use it. Especially now for spring and summer, delicious. All right. What else do I have on my lips the new Givenchy Le Rouge Nude Voice. This is number 16. That's what I'm wearing together with the lip liner of Sicily. This is also a big time favorite, the Beige Natural. This color. And look, looks very nice, I think. A little in the brownish, but it has a little pinkish, and I'll talk about this in another video. So let's begin with this Patrick Pat. As you're aware, I'm starting to blah, 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 because I get nervous. So let's start with the two lightest shades, these two. I don't know, do we want to do a smoky eye today? Because, you know, I usually go to the same old, but that's because it's a safe place. And why not go to a safe place? Safe and familiar place. I mean, you can't blame me for that. Of course, this is a beauty channel, and not only are we trying the shades, but we're trying new looks. But the reality is, if we go to the familiar place, you know, applying it more or less the same, but different products, it really gives you an idea of the difference between one and another. That's part of what I do it. The other part is because really that's how I would do it on an everyday. So I'm gonna apply this one. And then, you know, I've gone to, so first it creates a lot of powder. I don't know if you can see. So there's lots of powder. There's a lot of powder there. I don't know, but when you apply it, it's very, very creamy. So maybe that's the new technology, the cream to powder. So I thought it was gonna be a little more neutral, but no, I can see the color in my lid. So even this as my sort of crease, and then I'm bringing it below a little bit, but I'm not bringing it all the way down. Why? I don't know. I just think it has too much peach, and I'm definitely gonna apply one of the shimmers or metallics in the bottom. Shiny. It's because they're not super shimmer. I mean, this is not like Pat McGrath or thick feel consistency, like you can feel the spurks, not at all. And so yes, they're shimmer, but not in that consistency. So what do we call this? I mean, it has a little metallic, a little dual chrome, right? But they're very creamy. So what do we call that? I don't know. All right. Now, I was very tempted also to do the cream. So maybe I'll have to do another video with the cream ones because they slide like a dream. They're delicious. They're very matte and easy. However, if I put the creams, then we can't really play with the whole palette. So no, we're not gonna do that in this video. I wanted to. It seems very simple. You know, very reminds me of like sort of the Westman Atelier where you do it with your finger and that's the end of it. I'll do it for another video because I want to try the shimmers and all of this. So, you know, today seems, there's days that I wake up like that. Do you notice that I barely open my mouth to talk? I'm like, blah, 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 and I'm not vocalizing. I don't know why that happens. It's almost like if I didn't want to speak or if like I'm making myself speak today. No, I wouldn't believe that. Okay. Anyhow, so what should we do next, girls? I mean, Jesus, really. I mean, I could go with this one, which totally reminds me of Walk of No Shame. Oh, you know what? Let's do that. Before I continue, or should we do it at the end? Because just looking at it, obviously, is reminding me. Yeah, let's do it at the end. It's reminding me of the new Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Dreams. Right? Yeah. And it's reminding me of Walk of No Shame. So at the end, I'll put some swatches next to it to compare. Let's not deviate. All right, so what should we go next? Well, I'm gonna go with that one just because it's the next one. The following reminds me, see, this is more brown. This immediately starts going more to the pink. And then this terracotta oranges. So you really have a lot. So I don't know, I'm tempted by this, or I'm tempted by this. Decisions. All right, I know what we're gonna do. Since we're trying them all, very powdery when you pick up the pigment. But once you apply it, I'm not seeing a lot of follow-up or anything like that. So I'm gonna apply this one on this eye and the other one in the other eye. And that way we can see the difference in the shade. So this is the second one. When I mean the second one, 1, 2, second one. And the other one, I'll apply the third one. And we'll see what it does. And then I will equalize them so we can have a final look. And that way you also will see how it looks mixed. I like this. It is terracotta orangey, more than pinkish, I think. But you'll see. Let's apply the other one in the other eye. And I'm not gonna change brushes because I wanna apply with the same brush and see how my mouth starts closing? Like, you know, I went to the University of Texas in Austin. And we always made a joke that in the South, in the Texans, in the Cowboys, because it's desert and there's all these big winds, everybody talks like this with their mouth closed. So the sand from the deserts and the wind doesn't go into your mouth. The tongue goes like this all the time. That's why they talk like this. So maybe I woke up Texan today. I don't know how it is in Australia. You know, I've never been to Australia. It's in my bucket list. And I've traveled quite a bit. I've been to England several times. I know I mentioned England and Australia because I know some of you are from there. I know England and Australia is in the house. It is in the house. So this is a third color. We're gonna see, this is a lot more, I wouldn't say pink. It has a little more rose to it. Let's go there. But pink, no. I mean, what do you think? So, look at the difference. This is the third color. And this is the second color. You see, it's a lot more orange. Now, which one do you like best? Very close, very similar, but very nice. I mean, most likely I like this all over and then this color right at the end, and that will look very beautiful. But before I do that, I wanted to try the shimmers underneath, the ones that correspond, and I'm gonna do that with my hand. So on this eye, I'm gonna apply this one, and on the other eye, I'm gonna apply this one. Although I have to say, this one is gorgeous. Okay, I'm already loving the palette. I'll tell you why. Look how he's applying, very beautiful. But look at all the looks. I could have done this, which it did show in my lid very softly, and then this on my lid. That would have been a great choice. Instead, I went with this color and this color in each eye, and now I can go here and here, right? Look at the difference in color. So you have the big pink, and then that pulls that color, and this one a little more, it still has a little pink if I can see it, right? But then if you go all the way to this will look a very cool monochromatic. And then if you wanted to enhance it or really go smoky, boy. So this palette has a lot of choices, I think. Oh, now I'm like, all right. So let's go with the first thought. I'm gonna apply the shimmer under each of the shades that we just discussed, although I really was being called by the gold. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. All right, yes. Do I recommend this palette? Yes. Look how easy. Now the shimmer is a lot more pronounced at Charlotte Tilbury, even with the pop of color. And I have probably all of her quads. If not all, I'm missing like 3 or 4 from all of them. And so this one slides like a dream, applies beautiful. They shine a lot more. So the Charlotte Tilbury might be a little more understated, perhaps a little more elegant for that fact, and perhaps more everyday if you don't want, you know, to really look like you really apply makeup. So there you have it. This is number 2. And this is number 3. Really, really love it. Really. And again, if I had done this too, I think it would have been beautiful, understated look for a day. This is for day 2. And for night. So now what I'm gonna do to equalize them, I'm gonna apply a little bit of each. So number 3, I hope I'm making sense. I'm gonna put it here, which is number 2. And I want you to check, this is what I thought. It is just a hint darker, that the combination of the two, meaning the number 2 a little bit higher, and then this one giving the crease and the outer color, really just makes a beautiful combo. And I'm actually gonna apply some of the 2 all the way in here. So not just on the outside, because the number 3, that's the one I'm applying on the outside. You see that? Look how beautiful. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add number 2 here. They apply so nicely, so easily. Really. Wow. So I will apply a little bit of this gold, nice gold one in the inner corners. But I really think that one you can use in the lid for a softer look or for a more golden look. I'm gonna have to keep playing with this because I don't think it's giving enough of the range that this palette has for you all in just these two colors, but you saw the difference. So now I'm going to put the darkest as a liner. Oh yeah. So I think Patrick chose very well colors where you can use them for a look or you can use it to build dimension. And I don't know how he chose his undercolors, but I think they could be very flattering for many skin colors. Because I am neutral, white, but I can go cool. And I think this complements me, even though they're brownish. But if you're a little darker than me, or medium, or golden, I think like this burgundy, oh. So I think he did a great job on all of the colors I can wear, but the darker colors will complement more golden medium, and then the lightest gives me the range. So really, really like it. All right, well, good to know. Now, I'm gonna apply a little bit of this golden in the center of the lid. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, so not only everything I just said, but on top of it, they're so mixable that if you put one on top of another, they still work. I'm looking at the darkest one, this one. And you see how it has a mixture? I'm sure if I apply it, let's do that. If I apply a little bit in the outer, you see that? So now I'm just mixing everything one on top of the other because I want to show you how they can